Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your man, Harry O, over the top, back with another video. Today, guys, here talking about the Passport Bro movement. Before we get started, though, I want you guys to hit that like button. I want you to share the video, and I'd like for you to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. No question, you got to leave a comment on this video because they help the video move throughout the internet when there's interaction. Okay. So having said that, drink my water. I got lemonade today. Fresh squeeze too. Guys, Passport Bros is one of the hottest topics on the internet. It is right there with narcissism and relationships, failed relationships. The internet is filled at this point with information about failed relationships, failing relationships, you name it. I am actually going to play a video today from TikTok. I'm going to do somewhat of a reaction video for this video right here. And okay.
I only want you for the money and the clout and for the bills. That's it. If you ain't getting my hair done, if you ain't getting my nails done, if you ain't doing nothing for me, then I don't need you here. It's not 50-50. It's not 80-20. It's 100% to 0.
It's one side. Look, that's why American relationships are failures. That's why American women on a global context are the worst for relationships, long-term period. That's why the divorce rate is the highest in the world here. And that's why on the desirability level, American women are at the bottom of the global barrel. This is all statistically documented from men, because at the end of the day, the ones who decide if a woman is valuable for a relationship is men.
Well, the man is the person that's going to have to obviously propose and buy the ring and all that stuff.
Give them the ring.
Real quick.
I really do believe that modern feminism encourages male absence. It encourages it because it's become toxic. They use terms like toxic masculinity, right? And I say to myself, all of their examples of the idea of what it means to be a man now is toxic. They think, oh, this is a man. Masculinity is wrong. There's something inherently wrong with being a masculine man. And to me, I always say that it was toxic masculinity that saved me. You know, I had a healthy fear of my grandfather. Nobody played around with my grandfather. We still don't play around with my grandfather, you know, and it's just, there's a certain level of respect when you're in his home. There are rules. And because I had that healthy fear, I was, I guess, more responsive to that sort of authority when I had to go out in real life. You know, I believed in structure. And yet this version of feminism today, we have women that are basically promoting men should act like women, right? And women should act like men. There's all this confusion. You can pick your gender, you can do what you want. And ultimately what I think it's doing is feeding into this idea of a breakdown of the family.
Well, guys, as you can see, you know, again, another attack on the family. That is big. That is big. Another attack on family. It is extremely important for men to have families. Ladies, contrary to what may be being taught out here right now, men don't even feel like men without family. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what level of success in life you have attained. Without a woman, a family, a man does not feel whole. He doesn't. And men are saying that the women here in our country, and there's other countries as well, I'm starting to learn, but I can only speak about this one. The men here are going to other places because you have such a large influx of the Jezebel spirit that has literally it has infiltrated into the woman's circles, the women's circles. They have integrated and they have blended right in. And now it's difficult to tell. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes you can tell, but sometimes it's difficult to tell a narcissist, a Jezebel from a good woman. And then see, they shame good women for being good women. They want to shame you. They call good women pick-me's, and it is trifling. It's trifling. But I want to say this, having been a passport guy myself, ladies, my thing is, I had only dated women right in this country my whole life up until about 4 years ago when I got divorced. Okay. So my thing now is, okay, life is about being happy. Life is about being happy. And if you're not being celebrated with the person that you are dating or you are married to, the question has become, okay, so do you stay with that? Do you just live the rest of your life angry, upset, upside down with someone who has no traditional values, someone who's really not even interested in family, keeping family together, being family, someone who's more interested in, being out there? And I'm saying, I know that this isn't the traditional woman. And guys make that mistake as well. We go out and we make bad picks. I will be the first to admit we make some horrible picks. I have made horrible picks myself. Okay, so, and that's the reason why I wouldn't blame women. And I don't blame women, because I realize, there are great women out here. There are some great women in this country. The thing is because there's so many narcissistic ones out here. And ladies, y'all don't understand the Jezebel. She is a narcissist. She is doing everything you won't do. The Jezebel is the one who is in the men's inbox. She's the one taking all of the pictures, the showing her body every chance, every opportunity she gets, letting people that she's the easy one. She's the easy one. She makes herself available. So most of the time with men, we're physical. We see something that looks nice, we're going after it. And the Jezebel is easy. She's easy every time. She pretends with other women that she's not, but that's not the case. Nonetheless, guys have jumped into that, and we have met some really treacherous monsters here. And it pushes you to a point where you're just like, hey, I just want to travel. I just want to be free. I just want to live my life, But at the end of the day, you still will always come back to a place where you want a loving relationship. A man always wants a loving relationship. Okay. So when we get to that place, sometimes it may be with a woman, of a different race, of a different, she may come from a different part of the world. So, now that's something that's becoming a lot more common because, and I didn't even know these stats until I looked them up myself. Guys, try looking these stats up. Look at the amount of men in this country that are sexless from age 18 up to 40. It may blow your mind how many men fall into that category. And it is nothing natural about that. There is nothing natural about that. There are men out here that haven't had sex in over a year. There's nothing natural about that for men. Nothing. I'm saying all of this, guys, to say that this passport bro movement, you know, they're able to go, the average guy, women nowadays, everybody has a standard. And I'm not telling anybody to lower their standards. You know, I may say change your standards. I'm not saying lower your standards because, you know, a standard to me is different than what it is to everybody else. You know, and with a lot of, well, sometimes women have standards that are connected to finance. Well, every guy doesn't make over 100K. Most men don't. Most men make right around 50K a year, between 40 and 50. Look the stats up like I did. Most men. And if you're not attracted to that kind of guy, then that guy, which is obvious when you guys look up these numbers, it's obvious that, like, wow, men are really doing without out here. You know, so for guys to be making that journey to say they're going to go all the way to another country, you know, just to find a loving relationship, not to go over there and say, hey, I'm on a sexcapade. That's what most of the married guys do. Sorry, fellas, for the dig, but you know, but it's real. Most of the married guys, those are the ones who are going over there for the, you know, the sexcapades, going over there to have sex with these women. Other guys go over there to meet, because it's just like coming to America. It's like if a guy came from another country to America and he goes out to a nightclub or goes to the gym, goes to the Safeway, goes to the grocery store, he sees you there and you guys meet and you just met. It's the exact same thing when guys leave this country and go to another country. I've seen it. I've done it. You know, I've done it myself. You go over there, and if you can speak a little bit of their language, the women are totally just friendly on it's unreal. It's like, it's just unreal. It's a totally different experience. And, you know, I want to talk about that for a quick second before I stop the video. But my first experience with a foreign woman was Thailand. I think right after I got divorced, my first big trip, I wanted to go to the most beautiful beach in the world. That's how I ended up in Thailand. I had no clue that, you know, Bangkok was one of those cities where they have a lot of the I guess those places where the women are. And I didn't go to that part. I went to Phuket. And, you know, there's a beach called Maya Bay. Y'all better check it out if you can. Most beautiful beach in the world, Maya Bay. Went there because I wanted to be somewhere beautiful. I had been through enough craziness, and that's what I'm saying. I think that that's more so what real passport bros are about. It's about life and it's about living. And yes, there's an abundance of beautiful women there. I had never in my life been celebrated by women the way I was celebrated by the women in Thailand. When I went there, it was unreal. It was unreal. I could not believe the reception. I could not believe it. I promise you, I could not believe it. So, you know, and I actually dated one of the women, you know, and it was a totally different experience. It was a totally different experience. You know, and that's not the only place. You know, after that, I've been to other places. I've dated other women. I've had relationships with women in other places. And the way, and guys, when you are used to one type of relationship, and honestly, it never changed my thoughts at all about just certain women in this country. It never made me say, oh man, these women over here ain't no good, blah, blah, blah. I never thought like that. I always look back at me like, man, maybe it's something that I'm doing. I always pointed the finger back at me. But I realized that, wow, you know, it is an issue if you don't live in that country, you know, and you're dating in that country. So that travel does become an issue. So, you know, I was dating seriously at one time, and I would go there, she would come here. So it worked out, you know. Life is great. But, you know, overall, for the countries, for guys going to different countries, again, you have the sexcapades. Those are the married guys. Y'all hear about, okay, they going to Brazil, they going to DR, they going to Thailand, they going to Africa, they going to Germany. Those are the married guys. Yeah, those are the married guys going because their wife ain't doing nothing for them, you know. And I ain't gonna say that none of the other guys go, but usually when you're around beautiful women, men, and you're single, you like, whoa, what's up? And I'm not talking about the ones who are the pros or whatever over there. I'm talking about the regular women. You go over there, it's regular women, just like it is over here. And you meet and you like, whoa, you know, they got same type of jobs. So, you know, at the end of the day, I think that the biggest issue that created the passport bro movement was the Jezebel. The Jezebel infiltrated, you know, regular women, traditional women, shames traditional women for being traditional, for being a good woman, a loving woman, a submissive woman, a woman that backs her man, a woman that supports, you know, that has her man's back, you know. And I'm not saying support financially, but a woman that will, if necessary, if she has to, you know, even though a man should not have a woman have to support him. I just don't believe in that anymore. I just don't. A man should be the financial support. But the Jezebel has totally, completely shamed women and made it a shameful thing. Like, oh, you making this plate? Oh, what are you, his maid? They will shame a woman for just being a good woman to her man who is being good to her. Jezebel, that Jezebel spirit, it has destroyed so many relationships. There's a Jezebel spirit. It's not just a feminine spirit, it's a spirit that goes into the man as well. You know, these guys out here have this, lots of these guys have that same Jezebel spirit, you know, and you know, they'll get out there and do the same thing. Oh no, I ain't about to do this. I need 50-50. She got to be taking care of me. She got to be. So, you know, that spirit of Jezebel, I get it. I get it. You know, it has done a lot of destruction, lots of destruction out here, guys. It has. So, you know, the way I see it is now you have this combativeness out here that, you know, men don't trust the women don't trust the men. Well, look at where that's got us, guys. That's got us in a really bad place. So now, you know, you have men that are going out the country. You got women that are going out the country. Everybody's just saying, hey, man, let's just go somewhere else, when there are lots of incredible people right here. The saddest part of this, guys, I definitely want y'all to take this part of the video away from, I want y'all to let me know what your thoughts are in the comments on this part of the video, because the biggest issue that I see going on between empathic people is that we, for some reason, are not attracted to one another. You know, and it's like, and I'm sad, it's sorry to say it like that, but it's the truth. We will see a narcissist. And the reason being, I think, even with that, is because a narcissist is going to go all out when they meet you. That's what makes the Jezebel easier to deal with at the beginning. They get you at the beginning. They know that all they have to do is trick you into loving them, and then they can run the game on you. But hey, you know, that's another video altogether. Like I said, guys, I think this passport bro thing, this really, it kicked off, and it's gotten so much steam because the Jezebel, this trifling, cruddy, dirty demon has infiltrated women in women's circles. It has infiltrated men in men's circles. And now we see each other as an adversary. We don't see each other as partners anymore. And it's time for us to get back to that partnership. It's time for us to get back to family. That Jezebel has destroyed family. That's all it's about with them. Hey guys, that's my video. I want you guys to go in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. All right. I'm Harry O over the top. And if you need to talk to me, I do one-on-one life coaching, guys, I will leave my calendar in the description of this video. I also have a Facebook group. It's called Narcissists Anonymous 101, the Empath Tribe. Guys, go check it out. All right. Thank you.